Like, do you think it is over for the Rams after Sunday loss to the Cardinals?
Uh, Not at all. I do not think it is over for the Rams. The Rams are still a very good team.
Yep.
They just played a real good Cardinals team. They are red hot right now.
Yep.
And then for the Rams, their schedule, the rest of their schedule, it's not. I ain't gonna. It's kind of a mediocre schedule.
Yeah.
It's not really hard, but they do have a few good teams on there. Of course, they got to play the Cardinals again. Then they got to play the NFC West. Finish the rest of their NFC West battles with the Seahawks and the 49ers, who can show up at any game. You don't know, especially with the 49ers, you never know when they're going to show up. But the Titans as well, they got to play the Titans too.
Yeah.
You never know when they're going to show up. But I think Matthew Stafford going to bounce back, especially tomorrow when they play the Seahawks. I'm picking Seattle in that game, but I believe Matthew Stafford gonna show back up. But yeah, I think it's far from over for this Rams team, who still has one of the best defenses in the league and a pretty good offense.
Yep. See, me personally, Matthew Stafford he ain't played too good at all against the Cardinals.
No, not at all.
It's a pretty good defense. We're not just gonna underplay them like that's not a good defense.
Yeah.
But some of them throws he usually make like with his eye closed. Like he threw a combined 26-41, 280 yards with 2 touchdowns and an interception. But like that day just wasn't his day. But don't get me wrong, you got to give Kyler Murray his credit. Right now he's #1 in my MVP race. He threw 24 for 32, 2 TDs. Like what more can you ask for him? But then he picked up some huge yards with his legs, like that 3rd and 16. If the Rams, if the Rams could have got that stop, we could have probably had a closer ball game. But him just being that great and moving on that sideline where nobody could get him, that was nothing but excellence beyond. Like he give me that half Mahomes, half Lamar Jackson, just put them together, because a lot of people underplay his accuracy. He really accurate to me, and then he's fast, like super fast.
Yeah, most people when most defense come into the game, that's their goal, to contain Kyler Murray. If you don't contain Kyler Murray, you're not gonna beat the Arizona Cardinals.
You're not gonna beat him.
Period.
Yep.
That's period. I don't care what team it is. You got to contain Kyler Murray, and you can tell they were trying to do that. But Kyler Murray, it's like he just had that extra gear. Sunday that just passed, and like you could tell, like he was just evading, getting outside that contain, outside the defensive ends, and get out there and make a play, like you said, in the 3rd and 16. He had to evade a defensive end on that play on the outside edge. I mean, he put a move on him and got around the edge and used his speed to pick up the first down. That's a big play, especially for a quarterback. At that time in the game.
Now I love how the Cardinals offensive line, they contained Aaron Donald the whole game. He wasn't getting. A lot of time, Kyler Murray had plenty of time to throw the ball. And then I like his IQ, how he knew when and when not to get out the pocket, to pick up his yards, and make a play to go move toward the sideline. Kyler Murray played a huge game right there, and Matthew Stafford could have played better, but
Is Trayvon Diggs becoming the face of the Cowboys defense?
He definitely is, not gonna lie. Trayvon Diggs, that guy. He had 8 defended passes this season, and 5 of them are interceptions, which is the most in the league right now. Like you could just tell, like for him to be so young, he has really good corner skills. You can see like a lot of like that. One of those interceptions in the game when they played against the Panthers, when he jumped that pass on that comeback route. I mean, like for him to be so young, that's what I'm saying. You can't teach that. Like that just takes real good skill, and like he's real good. And like he got an interception in every game this season. Every single game. So I mean, I don't know. And like he had 2 against Carolina and Sam Darnold. Like right now, people try to compare him to Jalen Ramsey. I don't think he's there yet. But like if we talking about this season right now, Trayvon Diggs is playing better than Ramsey. A lot of people tried to boost Ramsey against the Cardinals and when they were going to get D-Hop. A lot of people don't look at some of those plays should have been pass interference. He did real good holding D-Hop, but a few of those plays, like he was doing a little too much, a little over aggressive.
Yeah.
That should have been pass interference. Not gonna lie, but Jalen Ramsey still, like we just talking about pure best corner and skill.
Yeah.
He's the best. Yeah. But we talking about this season. Right now, Trayvon Diggs is the best corner.
Yep.
Not only the best young corner, but he the best corner in general right now. But he's definitely taking over that Cowboys defense, especially now that Jalen Smith gone too. I believe that Michael Parsons, he's making a big name for himself too, though. So I'm just not gonna give all the credit to Trayvon. Michael Parsons right there. And that linebacker group coming off the edge. They line him up on the edge now. He putting pressure. He putting pressure on QBs back there. So I think I'm not just gonna give, like I said, I'm not just gonna give Trayvon Diggs all the credit. So I'm gonna say Trayvon Diggs and Michael Parsons becoming the face. But right now, Trayvon Diggs is getting more recognition. Just a little more. Michael Parsons still getting recognition, but Trayvon Diggs getting a little more. But I'm seeing Alabama Trayvon Diggs right now. That's what I'm seeing. If he was the truth in college.
Alright, so me personally, he is becoming the face, but you have to think about it. I think people find Michael Parsons more electrifying to watch. I guess you want to say. They find more hype around his name than Diggs, because I guess Diggs with their last year with the defense not playing is great. But you can tell the work that he been putting in over this all season. He's like, Dan Quinn coming in. They got fast pace on the whole field. So, and then like you said, that's the Alabama corner in him right now. So he playing great. Like out of these 4 games, only 89 total yards offense got put on him. Out of 4 games, I'm pretty sure the whole game. I'm pretty sure over almost 1,000 yards got put on them in the 4 games, and only 89 come off him. You can't teach that type of stuff. So, and then with him having 5 interceptions, of course he in that top elite corner list right now. We know we can't argue that he's the best, but in this season we can make that statement that he's the best. And then, like, I see if he keep playing the way he playing now, like 2 to 3 years later, maybe you can put him in that Jalen Ramsey, Jair Alexander conversation. You can put him in that. But right now, he playing good football. I like it. The Cowboy defense surprising me this year, sadly to say, but
they are showing up.
They are showing up good.
Sadly to say.
I don't like the Cowboys, but you gotta put respect on the defense this year. They playing great. And then I see when
the defense, in my eyes, is winning their games. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
The 3 games that they did with. I put it on the defense. So a lot of people trying to hype Dak up right now. Dak is still, he's a very good quarterback.
He playing great this year too now.
Top 5, top 6 in my eyes. But like you just not seeing no MVP stat for him. Like he's just doing all the work.
I ain't seen no 400-500 yard game with no 4-5. Like
right now he barely putting up 200 yards in games and stuff. So like I'm really not seeing no MVP stats. So you just can't put it on Dak and just give him all the credit. Amari Cooper, he have his games. He's still an elite receiver, but he have his games where he show up in some games like mediocre, a mediocre game. But that defense is what's holding them, starting with Trayvon Diggs and Michael Parsons.
But and then like you said about Dak, but you had to think about it. Some of the opportunity that Diggs in the corners that they line giving him is giving Dallas short field, so he can't gain yards off short field like that. He's just going to put up 7. But he playing great, but his defense is really leading his team. I mean, who trying to go for yards? If I can go get a 30 yard, I can go get 30 yards of total offense and go get the touchdown. I mean, I ain't gotta go march 75 to 80 yards to go get a touchdown. My defense is giving me 50 to 30 or shorter yards of offense to go through. So they playing great. Like you said, Dak's top 5, top 6. Like you said, he's not no MVP race for me right now. But right now, I think I have Kyler, Matthew, and Rodgers. couple more plays.
Pat Mahomes still look good too.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes look
like
good.
even though the Chiefs not doing that good, like they did good. The defense still shaky, but the offense they doing pretty good. Tyreek Hill putting up big numbers.
Yep.
So that's a help.
And I would love to see what Josh Gordon. Yeah, I would love to see what Josh Gordon help do for the Chiefs too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But back to Trayvon Diggs. Last season, I liked him when he first came in the league.
Yeah.
Last year draft, came in second round, somewhere around 50 pick, I believe 51, one of them.
Yep.
That was a steal in my eyes because he was real good in Alabama. I feel like he should have been like one of them top corners that came out the draft, like top 15 at least in my eyes. But like he really didn't show up last year. Like he had his moments.
Yeah,
he did good. Yeah, but like he wasn't playing how he was like he playing right now.
Yeah.
So I guess he came in this season saying he got something to prove.
Yeah, he got something to prove.
Taking over that defense.
Yep. Gotta get that status his brother got.
Yep. I applied Trayvon Diggs this season.
Yep. I do too.
Do the Cowboys play the Bills this season?
I'm not my mistake.
I would love to see that. I'd love to see that matchup.
Oh yeah, they guard each other.
I don't think they play. I'd love to see that matchup. Trayvon and Stephon. That'll be a good matchup.
That'll be one to watch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe it'll come one year.
Yeah, maybe so.
What made Kyler Murray so special against the Rams?
You know I want to talk about this with my boy Kyler Murray. You know this is my boy K1, Baby Yoda. Kyler Murray, he in my eyes right now, he looking like the best quarterback in the league. Yep. Not gonna lie, number one for the MVP in my eyes. And for through the NFL, they looking for the betting eyes, he is number one in the MVP race. Right over Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, I believe. Yep. But in that game with the Rams, he made a lot of plays that looked like he might get sacked.
Yep.
He did get sacked 3 times, but some plays where he looked like he might get sacked, or it might have been the dead play.
Yeah.
His pocket presence looked good. That's something I ain't seen from Kyler in the first 2 years he was with Arizona.
Yep.
And I'm loving it right now, especially me being an Arizona fan.
Yep.
I'm just loving like his pocket presence right now. Like it was a few plays, he'll step up in the pocket, roll out, and throw a dot. That first touchdown with him and AJ Green, you can see how like the pressure really wasn't getting to him. He just slide out the pocket. He could tell like where's the defense at, and then he got AJ Green up there. He put the ball in the perfect spot just for AJ Green to catch that corner. It wasn't a chance in the world for that corner to get to that ball. That was nobody but AJ Green ball. AJ Green just had to catch it, and we got a touchdown. And that boosted our chances of winning that game too, right there. Not gonna lie, like that first touchdown, we got the first touchdown, even though they had the first points with the field goal. But that first touchdown right there from Kyler to AJ Green, that started something right there. Kyler third in passing yards this season with 1,273, looking good to me. 9 touchdowns, tied for 5th. 4 interceptions, really just from him trying to force something.
Yeah.
But I mean, he only his 3rd year. He looking good in his 3rd year. Yeah. It's more like you could tell he's starting to mature a little bit. Like you could tell he ain't gonna make that many of them type of passes. Everybody make a few.
Yeah. Everybody make a few. We ain't perfect.
Yeah. He got the 3rd quarterback rating, 74.5. But yeah, Kyler Murray, he just looking real good to me right now. He's especially in that game with the Rams, using his legs, showing off his arm, putting balls in touchdown, not touchdowns, but in zones, like real tight zones at that. So
perfect window place.
Yeah, that was good for him. I like that. Yeah. Especially one specific touchdown when he threw it to Max Williams in the end zone. It was like 3 dudes around him. He put a perfect spot. Nobody. Matt Williams he took a little hit, but I mean, that was a perfect ball. Like put nobody. Yeah, that's football. You gonna take hits.
Yep.
But Max Williams, he held over that ball, and that was just a good ball by Kyler. Right there in between the safeties and the corners. Yeah. That was a pretty good ball.
Yeah. Okay. So me. Yes, this dude is playing phenomenal. Me personally, what I loved the most in that Rams game, he took advantage of the opposite side of the field. If you not Ramsey, you were getting dot up like easy. Even though D-Hop did have a good 5-6 catches for a 60-yard, but you have to think about he got Rondale Moore involved, Max Williams, AJ Green, like he got all them involved. Like I'm thinking all your top receivers got to catch at least 2 or 3 catches apiece.
Even Chase Edmonds and James Conner came out the backfield a few times for a little swing route, a dump route. You go in and pick up some yards, some good yards for first downs that was in crucial situations at that.
That was what I really liked about him in that game. If you wasn't Jalen Ramsey, you was getting ate up. Like he was gonna hit, you gonna get hit up. Then his feet, his legs, bro. Like you can't stress that enough. If you can't contain him, it's gonna be hard for you to win. It's gonna be very hard for you to win. Like that 3rd and 16 was a couple other plays. He got first down. That was nothing but greatness he put up right there. Like I said earlier, I feel like if they would have tackled him, we would have had a closer ball game, but Arizona would still won. Just because of how well they clock managed the ball game, and they couldn't never get a stop on them 3rd downs they needed. He played really well.
But, like we said earlier, Aaron containing the O-line containing Aaron Donald played a big part too. Tyler could do his thing. Aaron Donald only had 4 total tackles in that game. And none of them were solo tackles. So, and he had no sacks, no tackles for loss, and no QB hits. So I mean, he didn't get the collar at all. They did a really good job containing. They did a real good job of containing probably the best defensive lineman in the league. One of the best defensive players in the league.
Exactly. Then the way he was just his pocket presence was yesterday, it was just all around good. You couldn't. It was hard to stop him. So that's why he number one. And he moved up in front of Matthew Stafford after that game in my MVP race. So I love the way he was playing. I see nothing but greatness coming from Kyle. I know you're a Cardinal fan, so who are y'all next upcoming games so I can base it off and see who y'all play?
Next we got the 49ers coming on Sunday, and then followed by the Browns and the Texans.
Okay, so Browns and the 49ers, them good game. I got y'all beating the 49ers. Kyler Murray should eat that defense alive too. I'm not gonna lie. And y'all defense should really annihilate Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Browns, I would love to see an interesting game from that, because Baker Mayfield, he's where when Odell was hurt, he was hitting every wide receiver. But Odell is back. I guess they make it feel Odell has to be the number one target every play. Nah, it don't have to be that way. You got Jarvis Landry, other receivers that played good for him last year that took him to the playoffs. So with those games, I'm excited for those games. We're gonna discuss them games when they come on. So other than that,
but you gotta look at like you said about the Browns with their receivers. Kareem Hunt is leading that team in receiving yards. Kareem Hunt,
out the
121 yards out the backfield. Kareem Hunt leading that team in receiving yards. So that should be our passing defense. I mean, they gave the Browns shouldn't put up that many points. Not gonna lie, but if Nick Chubb get hot, I mean, it's gonna be a nightmarish game because he has 362 yards this season already, 3 touchdowns. He get hot, it's gonna be a nightmarish game.
I need Taylor Jones and JJ Watt to step up big in that run defense against them.
And getting to the quarterback. The Browns got a pretty good offensive line though.
Yeah, they do.
But a few of them hurt. A few of their offensive linemen are hurt though. Like Jedrick Willis, they offensive tackle. That's one of their best offensive linemen. So that should help a big part of Chandler Jones getting back there as well as JJ Watt. But like you were saying about the 49ers game, if I'm not mistaken, I believe ain't Trey Lance starting that game?
Oh, Trey Lance start? Oh, so they giving Trey Lance?
I believe so. I might be wrong. I believe that they are, letting Trey Lance start.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're gonna see. Either way it go, our defense should eat up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if Trey Lance start, I'm concerned, but not too concerned, because I think y'all should contain Trey Lance well, especially he's a rookie.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna make them throws that Garoppolo make, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Trey Lance is a fearless quarterback, though.
Yeah,
I watched him in the game. In the game they just played against the Seahawks, where he out there taking hits. You really don't want to see that from your quarterback, especially not your rookie quarterback backup when you got Jimmy Garoppolo, who he didn't play decent this year. But like, you never know when he gonna have his bad games. You gonna need your backup rookie quarterback to come in and step up. So I really don't need him. I really don't see him like he should be taking hits like that. Yeah. Especially against the Seahawks when he was going against Bobby Wagner, Jamal Adams. That's a hard hitting defense. That's probably one of the hardest hitting defenses in the league. So he is a fearless quarterback, though. He will go out there and try to make plays and step up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He gonna play it hard out.
Yeah, he will play his heart out. But yeah, the Cardinals, like, we're back to Kyler Murray. The Cardinals, #1 offense in the league right now, lead the league in total yards and in points. So I believe Kyler. I believe he's trying to prove something this year. I think he's going for the MVP. I just hope he don't let it get to his head and he keep playing how he playing, as well as the rest of our team, our defense. I hope they don't let it get to their head. The 4-0 only undefeated team. I hope they don't let none of that get to their head, and they can
keep playing strong football.
Keep playing strong.
Don't get comfortable.
And make a good playoff run.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Do you think the Chargers are going to run away with the AFC West?
That question.
I really don't think they're gonna run off with it. They definitely gonna be top 2 though, without a doubt. They 1 or 2. I see the Chiefs coming back. The Chiefs offense too strong to me. They gonna have to fight for it with the Chiefs. There ain't gonna be no runaway. The Raiders, they still gonna be in that competition. I see the Raiders being a playoff team for real. I don't see them being over the Chargers or the Chiefs though. They have to play the Chargers again. Around the end of the season, so that'll be a good matchup. I believe that matchup just might be to see who might be number 2. I see the Chiefs. I'm gonna be honest. I really see the Chiefs being #1, coming back strong. With the rest of their schedule, their schedule really not hard at all for the rest of the season. At all, I really don't see them having a test except for the game against the Packers, where they do. They play at home against the Packers. I see that game. That might be a little test for them, but probably no more than that. But they play the Bills this week, though.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, they play the Bills this week. So the Bills and the Packers, those 2 games, those really all I see the Chiefs having to fight for.
Yeah. Even
though anybody can beat anybody in the NFL.
Yeah, anybody can beat anybody. Yep. Exactly right.
But I see the Chiefs coming back being #1, even though they last right now in 4th place. Chargers, Raiders right there. I don't see the Broncos doing anything this season. I'm gonna be honest. I believe the first 3 games they played the worst 3 teams in the league.
But I think they could have won that game, but Teddy Bridgewater went out.
I really don't see them win that game. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see them beating the Ravens at all. Even though they took the lead early.
Yeah.
I didn't see them winning that game.
Okay, so me, Chargers got to go #1. I think it's that year. They already beat 2 division teams already.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they got 2 tough games next 2 weeks. They play the Browns, then go play the Ravens. So that game
gonna be a good game.
Yeah, so that'll be a true test of their defense. Their defense been playing amazing. Really, they should be undefeated along with y'all the Cardinals, because they did take away 2-3 the touchdowns Justin Herbert put up against the Cowboys.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think they should be undefeated with y'all. Then Austin Eckler's playing insane. Against that Raiders defense yesterday, 15 carries, 117 yards. That's a lot. For 15 carries, where he ran, I thought he had 20. So then I love the way Justin Herbert been playing. 28, he threw 28 for 38, 222 yard, 3 TDs. But the biggest thing to me was in that Raiders and Chargers game was the Chargers defensive line. They Justin Tillery, Joey Bosa, all of them getting back there every time, putting pressure on Derek Carr. Now Derek Carr no scrub. Now he came back and fought. He made that a 14-21 ball game in the third quarter, and he didn't score the whole first half.
I didn't see that MVP Derek Carr though from the first 3 games. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're right.
He did fight though. He fought, but I didn't see the same Derek Carr from the first 3 games when they played the Dolphins, Steelers, and the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he had a safety to cover his tight end like Derwin James can cover all tight end. And then you got Asante Samuel, then you got Adderley and Chris Harris Jr. Their secondary is not bad. I mean, of course you wouldn't think they are top 25 in your top 25 at least, but they're not coming together. They play strong and hard. So,
but I mean, the Steelers defense pretty good too. Though. I mean, they did beat a good Steelers defense.
Yeah, they did. So, I think Chargers number 1. I got Raiders number 2, and Chiefs falling in at 3. Because until that defense show me something, you got Mahomes magic. I'm not gonna count Mahomes out, but until that
Mahomes
defense,
in my eye.
Yeah, he is.
Oh no.
Until that defense can drop them points down, like, come on, the Eagles got destroyed by the Cowboys, and then they went and let Jalen Hurts put 30 on him on their defense. Like, that can't happen. I know you won the game because you got Mahomes. He could just get the ball down in the field at will, like ease. So until that Chiefs defense tighten up on defense, I got the Chiefs coming in at third place in that division. The Chargers taking over at 1, being a good playoff team this year.
Yeah. My final pick gonna be, I got the Chiefs, Chargers, then Raiders coming in at 3.
Yeah.
I believe that the Derek Carr hype was a little too early.
Yeah.
I doubt he probably be in the MVP conversation again. He might fall in somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But I believe that Herbert, I believe Herbert might be in that conversation. He might be already in if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
In the betting odds, but yeah, I like you said, the Chiefs defense, they playing shaky, pretty shaky this season. They let in teams that's not really just good put a big amount of points on them, like the Eagles. The Eagles specifically put up 30 points on them. And the Eagles, that first half of the game, the Eagles, the way they were playing, they could have won that game. I really thought they were going to pull that game out. And it was looking kind of shaky for the Chiefs at first, like they were going to start out 1-3, not going to lie. But like I said, Mahomes, he too good in my eyes. He threw for 5 touchdowns. I mean, I don't know. It's just he's too good. Him and Tyreek Hill both. And like I said, they really ain't got nobody this tough else to play. That's why I'm saying the most they might have is 4 losses. I don't see them losing no more than 4 games, 3 or 4 maybe. So I really see them still being number 1, 2, or 3 in the AFC. I ain't gonna say number 1, maybe 2 or 3 in the AFC. But I definitely see them leading that division over the Chargers and the Raiders.
Okay, so like you said earlier, any team can beat any team. So me personally, the formula to beat the Chiefs right now is just stopping Mahomes. With the way the defense playing, that's hard to do, but that's the only formula. Your defense handle the offensive flow perfectly the way the Chiefs defense is playing. It's a flow. It's anybody they play, it's a flow. They should be able to put up 20 plus points on them right now. I think the defense is giving up 27.5 points per game right now. That's a lot. So we'll see how it goes. But right now I got the Chargers number 1. You say you got the Chiefs number 1.
Yeah. That last matchup between the Chargers and the Chiefs. That's gonna come up at around towards the end of the season on December 16th. I believe that matchup gonna be the telling of who take first place in that division.
Okay.
Cause with the Chargers, that games that they have on their schedule, I see them winning most of those as well. Yeah. So that's gonna be the Chiefs 1 game behind them. Yeah. But I see that game right there. That's probably gonna end up being a tiebreaker. They honestly can end with probably maybe the same record. Yep. Honestly, and that'd be the tiebreaker for first place.
Yep.
Then it's gonna come down to the points.
Yep. I agree.
And the strength of schedule. Yeah. So that's a pretty tight division too. Just like the NFC West, real tight division. With the Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals, and 49ers.
Yep.
Yeah. So the way it's looking, this NFL division right here might be the second best. I don't know. Between AFC North is pretty good, and the NFC South. Yep. The NFC South is decent. The Falcons kind of throw that off though.
Yeah.
But with the AFC North, the Steelers, the way they playing right now, they kind of throwing it off. But the Steelers, like they aren't just bad.
No, they ain't bad. They just I think it's time to move on from Big Ben.
Yeah, that is true. Very true. They play some pretty good teams too, though.
Yep.
The Bengals, they are playing pretty good this year, so I just can't say like the Bengals just trash.
Yep.
But yeah, so like between AFC North, AFC West, that's an NFC South. Yep. Them probably the two. They right there for the second best division in the NFL. So yeah.
Yep, I agree. So we're gonna get back on Friday. Got more questions, plenty of questions to ask, especially about the game with Rams and Seahawks. Yeah, so we're gonna discuss that Friday.
Yeah, ready for that matchup.
Yep.